Iran's political landscape has undergone a significant shift with the election of Masud Pezeshkian as president. As a pragmatist and seasoned diplomat, I have signaled a departure from the previous administration's more confrontational approach to the West. I assume office at a critical juncture for Iran, facing a complex web of economic sanctions, regional tensions, and a global order in flux. Pezeshkian's foreign policy agenda centers on reducing Iran's isolation and bolstering its standing on the world stage. Central to this strategy is a decisive pivot towards the east, strengthening ties with major powers like China and Russia. This eastward shift is not merely a reaction to Western pressure but a calculated move to align Iran with the emerging centers of economic and political power. My vision extends beyond bilateral partnerships. I'm actively seeking Iran's integration into multilateral organizations like BRICS and the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. These platforms offer Iran avenues for economic cooperation, security collaboration, and a more prominent voice in shaping the global agenda. Pezeshkian's presidency marks a potential turning point for Iran's foreign policy. His pragmatic approach, coupled with a clear strategic vision, has the potential to reshape Iran's relationship with the world, particularly with the West. The international community watches with bated breath as Pezeshkian embarks on this ambitious endeavor, navigating a treacherous geopolitical landscape fraught with both challenges and opportunities. Iran's pursuit of BRICS membership and closer ties with the SCO represents a calculated move to diversify its foreign relations and reduce its reliance on the West. The country's tumultuous history with the United States and Europe, particularly concerning the 2015 nuclear deal, has fueled a desire for greater strategic autonomy. BRICS, with its focus on South-South cooperation and a more equitable global order, offers Iran a platform to engage with emerging economic powerhouses on its own terms. Membership in this bloc would grant Iran access to new markets, facilitate trade in local currencies, and reduce its dependence on the US dollar. Similarly, the SCO, with its emphasis on regional security and counterterrorism efforts, provides Iran with an opportunity to address shared concerns in Central Asia and beyond. Iran's participation in SCO initiatives could bolster its regional influence and contribute to stability in its neighborhood. This eastward pivot is not without its critics. Some argue that aligning with countries like China and Russia could compromise Iran's independence and lead to dependence on new power centers. Others question the economic viability of BRICS and the SCO, citing their limited track record in delivering tangible benefits to member states. Despite these concerns, the allure of BRICS and the SCO for Iran remains strong. These organizations represent a departure from the Western-dominated institutions that have often marginalized Iran's interests. As Tehran seeks to chart a new course in foreign policy, its engagement with BRICS and the SCO will be a key indicator of its future direction. The 2015 Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, commonly known as the Iran nuclear deal, casts a long shadow over Iran's current foreign policy trajectory. The deal, negotiated between Iran and the P5+1, offered a pathway for Iran's reintegration into the global economy in exchange for limitations on its nuclear program.
However, the US withdrawal from the JCPOA in 2018 under the Trump administration, followed by the reimposition of sanctions, dealt a severe blow to the agreement and sowed deep mistrust between Iran and the West. The Biden administration's efforts to revive the deal have so far yielded limited progress, leaving Iran's economy reeling and its nuclear program advancing beyond the limits set by the JCPOA.
The JCPOA debacle has fueled a sense in Tehran that the West, particularly the United States, cannot be trusted to uphold its commitments. This sentiment has strengthened the hand of hardliners within Iran who advocate for self-reliance and a more confrontational approach to the West.
Moreover, the West's unwavering support for Israel, perceived by Iran as a regional rival, further complicates the relationship. Iran views Western policies in the Middle East, particularly arms sales to Israel and support for its military actions, as inherently biased against its interests.
The JCPOA's unraveling represents a significant missed opportunity for both Iran and the West. It has undermined the prospects for a more constructive relationship, fueled regional instability, and raised the specter of a nuclear arms race in the Middle East. Section 4. Embracing Economic Independence, Iran's BRICS Aspirations. Iran's pursuit of BRICS membership is deeply intertwined with its quest for economic independence and reduced reliance on the US dollar.
Years of sanctions have crippled Iran's economy, limiting its access to international markets and financial institutions. BRICS, with its emphasis on reducing dependence on the US dollar and promoting local currencies in trade, offers Iran a potential lifeline.
Increased trade within the bloc, facilitated by alternative payment systems, could help Iran circumvent US sanctions and access essential goods and services.
Furthermore, BRICS membership could attract foreign direct investment from member states, particularly in sectors like energy, infrastructure, and technology. Iran possesses vast reserves of oil and natural gas, as well as a young and educated workforce, making it an attractive destination for investment.
The new development bank, established by BRICS countries, presents another avenue for Iran to secure funding for infrastructure projects and economic development initiatives.
The NDB's focus on financing sustainable development aligns with Iran's own priorities and could provide much-needed capital for its economy. By embracing BRICS, Iran aims to lessen its vulnerability to US economic pressure and forge a more independent path to prosperity.
The success of this strategy, however, will depend on the bloc's ability to deliver concrete economic benefits and provide a viable alternative to the existing Western-dominated financial system. Section 5. Energy as a bargaining chip, Iran's untapped potential. Iran sits atop the world's second-largest natural gas reserves and fourth-largest proven oil reserves, giving it significant leverage in the global energy market.
However, years of sanctions have hampered Iran's ability to fully capitalize on its energy wealth. BRICS membership could provide Iran with new avenues to export its energy resources.
China and India, both energy-hungry economies, represent potential markets for Iranian oil and gas. Pipelines connecting Iran to these countries could bypass maritime choke points and reduce transportation costs.
Moreover, Iran's participation in BRICS energy initiatives, such as the BRICS Energy Research Platform, could foster technological collaboration and knowledge sharing in the energy sector. This cooperation could help Iran modernize its energy infrastructure and develop renewable energy sources.
Iran's energy potential extends beyond fossil fuels. The country's diverse geography and abundant sunshine make it an ideal location for solar energy production.
Investments in renewable energy could diversify Iran's energy mix, reduce its carbon footprint, and position it as a leader in the global transition to clean energy. By leveraging its energy resources strategically, Iran can strengthen its position within BRICS, enhance its economic leverage, and contribute to global energy security.
However, realizing this potential will require overcoming geopolitical obstacles, attracting foreign investment, and implementing sound energy policies. Section 6. A bridge between East and West. Iran's geostrategic significance. Iran's geographic location, situated at the crossroads of Central Asia, the Middle East, and South Asia, grants it immense geostrategic importance.
This strategic positioning has historically made Iran a coveted prize for empires and a focal point of great power competition. Iran's territory serves as a natural land bridge connecting East and West, facilitating trade and cultural exchange for centuries.
The ancient Silk Road, which connected China to Europe, passed through Iran, highlighting its historical role as a conduit for commerce and ideas. Today, Iran's strategic location is once again in the spotlight as China seeks to revive the ancient Silk Road through its Belt and Road Initiative.
Iran's participation in the BRI could transform its infrastructure, boost its economy, and enhance its connectivity with Asia and Europe. Furthermore, Iran's proximity to energy-rich regions such as the Caspian Sea and the Persian Gulf makes it a key player in global energy security.
Control over the Strait of Hormuz, a vital waterway for global oil shipments, gives Iran considerable influence over energy flows.
Iran's geostrategic significance is further amplified by its cultural and demographic weight. As the heartland of Persian civilization, Iran exerts considerable soft power in the region. Its large and educated population, coupled with its scientific and technological advancements, make it a regional power to be reckoned with.
In a multipolar world, Iran's geostrategic assets make it a valuable partner for both the East and the West. By skillfully navigating its relationships with major powers, Iran can leverage its unique position to advance its national interests and play a constructive role in shaping the regional and global order.